Corruption, with growing cases of how it's affecting political stability, economic development, and the well-being of the people, anti-graft efforts are growing in all corners of the globe. Since the dawn of the 21st century, Asian Development Bank and the OECD have brought together governments in Asia to work together to find solutions. Their latest session is held here in Seoul. Our Ji Myung-kil gets us better acquainted with this anti-corruption gathering.
The three-day regional conference on anti-corruption initiative for Asia and the Pacific kicked off in Seoul on Wednesday, during which the 31 participating countries exchanged approaches to tackling corruption.
The so-called Anti-Corruption Action Plan for Asia and the Pacific was formally endorsed in 2001. It has three pillars. First, integrity in the public service. Second, strengthening anti-bribery actions. Third, supporting active public involvement. The participating governments voluntarily commit to the plan to combat corruption.
During the policy dialogue, Korea presented an anti-corruption law that came into effect last year, aimed at preventing bribery among public officials.
The Asia-Pacific nations are very interested in benchmarking Korea's anti-graft law. Therefore, the government introduced methods to evaluate transparency and a system to assess the level and impact of corruption to countries like Indonesia, Vietnam, and Mongolia.
The Asian Development Bank helps participating governments establish a mechanism through which overall reform progress can be promoted and assessed by providing practical assistance.
ADB spearheaded this idea way back when, 17 years ago, and it continues to lead the way throughout this initiative and bringing countries on board to the anti-corruption fight. Throughout the year, there are initiatives and other smaller groups that are launched as a result of this annual conference.
The OECD's anti-bribery convention also establishes legally binding standards, criminalizing the bribery of foreign public officials in international business transactions.
We put peer pressure on countries, and in some cases, we can be much more proactive. When you have reforms that are in the pipeline in a country, we could comment on draft laws in the name of the whole working group on bribery, anti-bribery. So we send letters to governments.
The ADB and OECD hope the conference will help policymakers, civil society, and business sector representatives assess progress and exchange ideas to help fight corruption. Ji Myung-kil, Arirang News.